Hola, bienvenidos. Hoy os traemos un auténtico lujo. Tenemos con nosotros a Dirk Brand, un auténtico capo dentro de la marca PIL y dentro de la batería, que nos va a explicar todo, absolutamente todo, de la PIL y Merge.
Hello everybody, my name is Dirk Brand. I'm from Germany and I'm very happy being here in Barcelona at the wonderful music shop Alfasoni. Thanks to David, the manager of the drum store here in the house. So thanks for inviting me, thanks for the video crew for doing this video for you guys, because I would like to explain a little bit about the eMerge module. And this is the module, the eMerge module MDL1, and this is the Pearl eMerge kit with the iconic Pearl rack. And of course, the interesting part about the Pearl eMerge kit, what I like, we have real drum sizes. We have like a 10-inch tom, 12, 14. We have a 14-inch snare. We have here, this is called the eMerge Hybrid kit, because we have a real bass drum here. So the feeling when you play the eMerge kit is really, really great. It feels like home.
¿Por qué la gente debería escoger la eMerge de PIL?
The key point of buying the eMerge kit is because we have over 500 very acoustic drum sounds. We have internal a song player, and you can even put your click underneath. Usually can only do this with an audio player, so I can play a backing and the click at the same time. Only I hear the click here in my headphones later on. Then I can tweak, of course, my drum sound. Then here we have an ambience fader, and this ambience fader is not an algorithm, it's the actual recorded ambience of the drum set, and that's what it's really divided us from the competitors. So you can, like when you're mixing drums, you can put in the ambience right on the spot, and of course you can play with brushes and whatever. You have a metronome set list, you can play backings, you can record yourself all in one module.
Bien, pues os dejo con Dirk para que os explique todo, absolutamente todo de esta PIL y Merge. Please.
Now I would like to show you the great stuff about the Pearl eMerge kit and the module here. We have over 500 sounds recorded in the Nashville studio, really high-class recordings, really high pristine, and I would like to show you how you can operate the Pearl eMerge kit, and this is the MDL1, the module, and I would like to show you how to operate it. So the first thing is I would like to play you a preset kit, and then I would like to show you how you can really easily change your, for example, your snare sound. So this is a normal, like the preset kit. It's a legacy kit. Okay, now you say, okay, the preset kit is pretty cool, but I would like to change my snare sound. So the easiest way is just to go to custom and then hit the snare. And then what you can do, just by dialing with the big silver knob, dial in a new snare. Okay, let's do another snare. Well, it's a Scottish pipe drum snare, but you can have those snare drums too. But like a different snare, because what about a Masters Birch snare? Okay, what about the different snare? So what I like now, I can turn off the snare wires. So that's really nice. Let's check another snare out. Let's do a modern maple snare. So you see, it's so easy to dial in every time a new snare. So if you like the preset kit and you say, okay, I like everything, but I would like to have a different snare drum, that's really cool. Just take the silver knob and dial in the snare what you like. Another thing what you can do, of course, you can do this with every tom, with every cymbal. You can choose very fast a new cymbal. But let's check out another preset. What the Pearl Image Kit does for you, we have put in 35 high-class preset kits and different genres. So we have like 7 knobs here, like the natural sounding, the modern kits, the studio kits, the vintage kits, to give you an idea what you're looking for, and then you can really, because Pearl is all about plug and play. You plug in your cables and you're ready to go. But of course, if you later want to change your kits, no problem, you have a user button. And under this user button, you can store over 50 drum kits, what you like. And I will show you later my drum kits, what I made out of the preset kits. And of course, you see me here, I have a USB stick in here, so you can have, if you want to have, you can build over 400, 500 user kits just to your own liking. Because what you can do, you not only can change the sound, what you can do, you can tweak equalizer, you can put reverb on it, you can put a delay on it, so you have many, many things to do, what you can choose to build your own dream kit. So let's check another kit out. Because what I really like is a great advantage. A lot of competitors, they have, of course, they have the Crostic function, but in many cases, you have to press a button and then you're ready to go for Crostic, not with the Pearl Emerge kit. With the Pearl Emerge kit, you're ready to go. You just play and have a nice Crostic sound. So you're really ready to go even when you play some jazz kit. So you see, it's really, really nice and playable. You have a lot of different sound options to choose from. So of course, this was more like a jazzy kit. Let's go to a modern drum kit. And the good part is, what I just did here is going from a Crostic to like a rimshot sound. It's really, really easy. And the good part of it is, you have it ready to go on every drum kit. So it's not like you don't have to press any buttons, you're just ready to go. And you saw me playing the hi-hat, it's really, really sensitive. You can play all the stick tricks, what you want to kind of do. It's all possible like that. Another thing what I would like to show you, and that's very untypical for an electronic drum set. Of course, you can choke cymbals. We know this from all our other different brands, but Pearl goes a different way. Because what you can do here is, when you choke a cymbal, the sound didn't stop like from our competitors. The sound fades out harmonically, like on a real acoustic cymbal. It really, you see the harmonic frequencies building up. It's not like boop, so it's really like, you see that whoop, listen carefully. And so what I like to play like a choke cymbal grooves, like you have. So you can play real groove just by choking cymbals, because they don't interrupt rapidly, they really fade out harmonically. So let's check out that kit. That kit calls Recipe. All right, let's go to another feature. Of course, what I like is explaining a little bit about the electronic snare pad of the eMerge kit, and this one is, and that's actually the reason why the Pearl electronic kit got so famous, because we have built in under this Pure Touch snare drum pad the wave trigger technology, and the wave trigger technology from the old days and of the Korg wave drum is built into our eMerge Pure Touch snare drum pad. So first of all, it is really sensitive. So you see, the interesting part and the different part is because from the wave trigger technology, every time the wave trigger technology recognized where you hit the snare drum. If you play with sticks, if you play with brushes, if you play with hands. And that's the interesting part, because it really has some little microphones built under the mesh head. So it really picks up every nuance you play, so what you lay into the drum, it will come out of the drum. And that's really a good selling point. And that's for me one of the most favorite things I can do here. And this is why it's so sensitive, why it feels so natural. And you definitely have to go into the store and you have to play the eMerge kit. On another thing, what I would like to show you now is, maybe you're a teacher, you have students, or by yourself, a guitar player has a guitar riff recorded and he said, hey, man, my friend drummer, what would you play? Do you have a groove to play along with? And you say, well, okay, I know a groove, but I don't have a studio. Well, you don't need a studio, you need the eMerge kit. Because with the eMerge kit, you're able to record on-the-fly stuff. And another thing, I'm a drum teacher by myself. I teach drums at a university. I wrote some drum books. And nowadays, the kids don't like to read music and play fills or whatever. They just hear a beat and they want to react smoothly. So what you can do is, and that's what I'm at, again, we have my USB stick. I can record my drumming. Okay, let's do that one. I go to Utility and I go to the function Training. And how cool is if a student, you can record your complete lesson on a USB stick, like a drum fill, a groove. It's so easy and it's so easy to handle it. You just have to press a button, record, and you are ready to go. And to just press the button. So it's so easy to record yourself. So you can record for a guitar player or you can record for your students. And this is for me a really great benefit, that you can record a lesson, a drum fill, and say, okay, here's a USB stick. What you can do, export later, like your played stuff, you record it, put it on a USB stick, and give this, the USB stick to the student, and he has at home a reference seeing the notes, the drum sheet music, and hearing, and he hears the fill, and that makes him really practice more. That's what I discovered. Usually if you just give them paper, they, paper, no, it doesn't. No, it's not fun. But when you hear something and you can listen back, what did my drum teacher play? That's a great part of it. Oh, he played. Then you see the music at the same time. So that's so much easier and much more fun to learn drums. So if you're a drum teacher, you definitely have to go and check out the eMerge kit and see what you can do with it. Okay, another thing, because I just explained a little bit like the sensitivity of the snare drum. Of course, you can play even with your hands. So you see, it's so sensitive that you can even record playing the drums with your hand. So, for example, if you're a cajon player, it looks really cool. You don't have to, maybe you have a little gig. You can play only, maybe not you don't have to put up or set up the whole drum set. Just play with your hand the conga part. That's really cool in my opinion. Now I would like to show you, I just played with hands. I showed you before an example playing with hands, but now, and that's the, I think, really some great stuff. You can play the eMerge kit even with brushes. And that's something not a lot of companies can handle that one. And the Pearl eMerge kit, because of the wave trigger technology, can handle that very, very smoothly. So listen to that one. So you see, it's so easy to play even the eMerge kit with brushes, and it sounds really, really natural. It feels natural because, and this is actually something you definitely have to try out. The pure touch pad of the eMerge kit feels really, really different just if you are used to play like on a normal mesh head. They feel really like home, that you're playing on an acoustic drum set. In my opinion, mesh heads are way too bouncy. And the combination between mesh head and Pearl ingredients make playing on an eMerge kit very natural and very acoustically. And that's what I like actually. So definitely go and check it out. Another thing I would like to show you, and this is a world premiere a little bit by Pearl, is an ambience fader. I know, ambience fader, you would say, other companies have an ambience fader too. Of course they have. But Pearl recorded the actual room ambience of the drum kit in the studio in Nashville. So it's like when you're mixing drums at home on the console and you said, okay, I would like to have a little more live vibe to the drum set, you would increase the room microphone. That's actually where room microphones are for. So Pearl recorded the actual room microphones from the drum set, and like you're on the mixing desk, like you're on a producer, you can put in to your own liking how much ambience you would like to have from the drum kit. Again, this is no algorithms. This is not an effect. This is not reverb. This is not a delay. Of course, you have 35 effects in here too, of course. But now, this is the ambience fader. What I will do now, I will like to show you how the ambience fader works. First of all, it's on the top of the module, so very easy to handle. And now, this is now the drum kit very dry. Now I put the ambience fader all the way up. Up. Of course, these are really big gaps in between. But to show you how powerful the ambience fader is, like the first one was really dry, more in the studio style, like the gospel shop area, and the other one was like more in the Bonham vein, really boomy sound. And actually, I would suggest, or my advice is have a little from here. This is, for my opinion, there's no real live vibe. So I would put in just a little bit of the room mics. So this is just to have a little more live vibe, and the playing feel is a little bit more like you feel like you're in the room and you're behind the drum kit. That's what I like. But again, you can do this to your liking. And if you then need more reverb, you have 35 effects to go for. You have a delay, you have plate reverb, you have distortion, you have a flanger, you have a phaser. So you have all these modern effects you have built in the module, and you can play with them. Another thing which is really important, you have like direct outs. What we do here, and this is very important for me, actually for me and for Alfasoni, we record all the music, all the drums, just by stereo out. So even when you hear later on the music backing tracks, or when I play later on, I would like to show you later, like playing with music, it's all a stereo out. But of course, if you play in a big concert, it would be nice to have like direct out kick drum, direct out snare drum, maybe hi-hat, maybe toms, whatever. Of course, you can change this all to your own liking. You have a total 8 direct out and you have a stereo out. And then you can choose whatever you want to know, whatever you want to have on a direct out, and you would like to have control out of it, or front of house, you can put to your own liking. Even if you have like a backing track, you can put the backing track to direct out. But here at Alfasoni, we just use the master out, and that's enough. Another thing I would like to show you is, of course, you have a metronome in here. You have 6 metronome sounds to choose. I prefer more cowbell, but you know, you have a metronome. And if you're a top 40 drummer, what you can do, you can build set lists. So you can have maybe set list 1 is for 1 hour. You have like Madonna or Michael Jackson, and you could put all the metronomes. You don't need another metronome. What a lot of people, I know a lot of drummers, they have like next to the hi-hat a little metronome. No, you don't need it. Or if you have to change on the fly, or so that easy, and even it blinks, so you have a visual sign of the metronome too. So very easy to handle. Another thing we go now to, you have some music in here. So what I can do, I have a USB stick here, and I can build song lists. So I can put just some music in here, and I can play with music. I just press now the button. Now you see in the display a funky, that's a loop I did. So play. And so on. And to have a little control, you can even have here this little button. Drum slaughter. so you have a little control over the volume. Another thing what you can do is, of course, you can plug in via aux in, you can plug in your iPhone, you can plug in a computer. And the good thing is, what I missed by a lot of our competitors, and the Pearl eMerge MDL1 module had it all in, if the volume of your source, maybe from your iPhone, is not loud enough, you have the chance to increase the gain, the input volume, or decrease it on the utility page. So if you need more power or less power, if it's already distorted, you can tweak the gain, and that's something a lot of competitors don't have so far. So this is something I really like about it. Another thing is, of course, I just played a couple of acoustic drum kits, and maybe we have later a short demo where I play like a couple of drum kits, and you see with the overhead camera, and you shoot those parts out, what you can do with it. What I will do now, we of course have like some modern genres, like we have like a trap roll stuff. Of course, you have drum and bass stuff, which is quite interesting. So you have all the modern stuff. Of course, what you have, besides to playing like bossa nova stuff, because it's a great rhythm stuff, of course we have like oriental stuff. So, great kits to go for and to make music without it. And now comes for me the most important, and this is for me a big selling point. You have internal the possibility to route a backing track and a click synchronized together. Usually a lot of people use an audio player, a sample pad, and usually in my former demos, or when I played on a drum festival, I had a sample pad on audio player or my laptop with me. So here you see just stereo out, and that's it. And you have the possibility to put in a song and make it synchronized with your backing track. So what I would like to show you here, I will dial in a song. And I would like to show you how I did it. So this, for example, you go to song mode and you go to list. And maybe let's check out a song from my band Access. It's called Blood Angel. And here I would like to show you in the camera very closely. So here First of all, I named the song Blood. That's for me, okay, it's Blood Angel. When I go to list and I go to edit, and here you see first the name, Blood Angel, then you see file number 1. File number 1 is the original backing track. On file number 2, you see the click file. And the click means click for Blood Angel. And so when I start the song, both files will start at the same time, so they got synchronized, and I can play to the click. And I can only route the click to my headphones out, and so I can play like with my backing tracks, and don't need a laptop, an audio player, whatever. I'm ready to go, no sample pad, it's all in the module MDL1, and you can rock the house. So this is for me really, really great point. So, and the level or the levels between the click and the music, I can change here, like it says balance, so I can make the click louder or I can make the music louder. And this I would like to show you later. When I play the songs, it's only stereo out, that's it, but I hear the click and that's good for me, so I don't fall apart of the song. So I'm ready on time. So the selling points is we have like over 500 acoustic, high sampled acoustic sounds. We have the possibilities to tweak your sound. So you have like, first of all, you can build your own drum kits. Then you can tweak the equalizer. So EQ, the high end, the low ends. You can put in a compressor if you want to have more punch. You can put a compressor in it. You can put in effects in it. Then you have the ambience fader, where the natural acoustic environment is sampled in the studio in Nashville. So you have the real acoustic room ambience of the kits of your choice. That's really important. That's really, really great while you're playing drums. Another thing is you can build metronome setlists when you're a top 40 drummer. So you can put your own metronome stuff in. You can plug in a computer. You can record to a computer. Of course, you can play with other sound files if you want to. Another thing is you have the possibilities to make loops. So I can put in for my USB stick a 4-bar loop, and I can loop it to 5 minutes, whatever, so it will run forever. It's not only for 4 bars, so I don't have to waste space on my USB stick. And most important thing, this Pearl image kit is ready to go. You have 35 high quality drum kits. I know our competitors maybe have 500. Well, hey, who needs 500 drum kits? And they sound like toys? No. You have 35 high-class drum kits, high recorded in the studio, and really put well together in many, many music genres. And I will play you later some files again, and you can check different presets out and how you see, and you can still tweak them to your liking. Then you have the choking function of the cymbals, which is not like cutting the sound, it really, the sounds blend out harmonically. Of course, you have the right bell, you have the bow, you have the edge. You have on the snare drum, you have the cross stick, you have the rim shot. So again, totally different story. And this makes it all so interesting to go. It's even like here. You can play with brushes, you can play with hands, because of the pure of the wave trigger technology and the pure touch snare drum pad. So really go and check out at Alfasoni the Pearl Emerge kit. First of all, what I like the look. It's stable, it's a Pearl iconic drum rack. It's not like eerie cheesy, it doesn't look like it falls apart. I'm a heavy hitting guy, so it's stable and I like the looks. So go to Alfasoni and check it out. Thanks a lot for watching.
Me
Esto ha sido todo, verdaderamente ha sido una pasada. Muchas gracias, Dirk. Thanks a lot, Dirk, for coming. Thanks for explaining all of this. Gracias a Pil, gracias a todos vosotros por vernos. Nos vemos a la próxima. Un saludo. Cheers.
Bye bye. Thanks to Alfasoni, to David, to the amazing video crew here. Alfasoni is an amazing music store. You should definitely go into the music store and play the Pearl Image Kit. Take care. All the best. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.